All right, you guys, so today's recipe is probably going to be the easiest one I've ever shown you. It's dried fruit dipped in dark chocolate. I love to keep these on hand. They're such a nice little sweet treat, and they're incredibly easy to do, of course. Now, what you're going to want to do is choose your dried fruits. I used pineapples, mangoes, apricots, and figs, but obviously you can use anything you want. Now, you don't want to use a whole pineapple section, obviously. That's like way too much. So I cut them down to size, and I do the same thing with the figs. I like to pull the stems off as they got a stem. Even though it's usually soft, I still don't like to use it. So cut them in half. And then with the mango strips, I cut those in half as well. I guess you don't have to. You could use them whole if you wanted. But again, I feel like that's quite a bit of fruit for one little treat. And then once the fruit is done, you're going to want to melt down your chocolate. I used this Ghirardelli dark melting wafers. I don't know what they are. They're so simple to use. You just throw them into your bowl. If you don't want to use dark chocolate, obviously you could use milk chocolate or semi-sweet, but I think that those are way too sweet for this. Now, the key to the chocolate is that you want to get it melted, but not melted all the way. You can see it looks like there's still pretty big chunks in here. You might feel nervous about that, but mix it for maybe just a minute or 45 seconds, and you're going to mix all of that out. You don't want to heat it up too much. That's the goal here, is just to heat it enough and then mix it to finish melting it down. Once it's all mixed together and it's smooth, then it's time to start dipping the chocolate. Okay, now you can do these in a lot of different ways. You can dip the whole thing, but I like to do just a partial. Otherwise, I think it's kind of too much. That might just be a personal thing. Dip them in, shake it off a little bit, then I scrape the bottom on the edge of the bowl. That cleans it up just a little bit and makes it so there's not a pool of dark chocolate. Again, you can do this any way that you want. Now, another thing that I like to do as well is I love to sprinkle these with flake salt. There is something about that sweet, salty combination, especially with chocolate and the fruits. Now, if your house is warm, you're going to want to put these into the refrigerator to chill them. You can either store them at room temperature or in the fridge. Again, it depends on the temperature in your house. And that's it. These are done. They're so simple to do. Don't forget to subscribe. You don't want to miss any new videos coming out.